Jose versus Mahone. I don't know why. Well, I don't know why Jose plays Zapdos V, but Jose plays Zapdos V. Maybe it's for Eternatus. Is there any other reason to play Zapdos V? What else is weak to fighting? I guess it's good against Arceus Duraludon as well. So it's good against Arceus Duraludon. It's good against Eternatus. I don't think either of those matchups you need to play something like a Zapdos V to kind of beat. But it is prize, which is actually a good thing for Jose. There's nothing too relevant in the prize cards off the rip here. I guess the double turbo is kind of annoying, or could be kind of annoying for Jose. It's in the last two as well. Dunstar's prize from a home, but that's probably not going to matter. And then the hiding energy. Yeah, I don't know about the... I'm not sure about that Zapdos. It seems pretty bad, to be honest. I think Jose's trolling with the Zapdos V for sure. Attack for the BDIF, I guess. Yeah, I can be okay against that. I guess it's like, oh, it's okay against Mew as well because you can put a choice belt on it and then KO with Genesect. Like, I don't know, but I don't think it's good overall. All right, here we go. Getting into it. Looks like Jose won the flip. We'll be going first. Open the Stoutland into Andrew's Guru. But there wasn't any, there was no powerful energy prize. So Jose can go for like a turn two. Jose can go for like a turn. Oh, Jose plays double hiding energy. I think I saw double hiding energy in there. Jose maybe actually has double Yveltal. I think Jose does play double Yveltal. Did I see that right? I think there was double hiding energy in Jose's list right there. No hand cam, so it's hard to tell. Comes an Ultra Ball. Jose can actually get... Jose's actually setup is kind of insane here. I don't know about giving up the Quick Ball, though. Because you maybe want to use the Quick Ball. No, you want to use the Ultra Ball to get the Lugia V-Star. But yeah, Jose can get double Archeops in the discard pile off the rip here. Does have to give up the last double Turbo, though, which is not great. I don't think I like this. Well, we'll see what actually Jose ends up doing here. No, I guess the sequencing is fine. I don't think Jose is gonna go back in. I think Jose is gonna wait for a top deck. But I don't know. Maybe I would maybe just commit because you have to. That's weird because if you wait here as Jose, you're I guess you don't know what you're gonna top deck though. Because if you Ultra Ball right now and get the Lugia V-Star, then you top deck like a powerful energy. That sounds pretty bad. I appreciate the 63 months there, Polyswag. So that sounds pretty bad. So actually, maybe I don't hate Jose waiting because maybe you want to Serena first and then Ultra Ball afterwards to get the V-Star. Because if you top deck a powerful... Because I think the game plan here from Jose can be like Stoutland, KO, Guru for 2 prize cards. And then go... That's 2 prize cards. And then you KO a Lugia at some point. And then you're just always ahead in the prize exchange as Jose. So I think it's probably a fine play here from Jose. Andrew, get in the double Archeops in the discard pile. Definitely needs to find a Lugia. Probably needs to find 2 Lugia here because Jose with 1 Archeops in the discard pile is pretty close to going like Stoutland 1-hit KO a Lugia V. So Andrew has to go with the double Lugia here. You want to try and avoid putting 2 Lugia in play when you go second, but most of the time you do kind of have to. It depends on how the turn 1 goes for the other Lugia player, but sometimes you can avoid it and just go with like solo Lugia, which is like nice. But it can be hard to actually do that. Yeah, it can be hard to actually do that. We'll see, though. It has a Marnie as well, and a Research. Wisdom's the Research on top. Interesting. And then I guess we're just going to go with the Marnie here? Huh. That's like another reason that it would have been good for Jose to have discarded that other Archeops. I guess really valued the... yeah, and Andrew puts the... I don't know about putting the... Does that make sense to put the Research on top there, though, as Andrew? I guess you kind of... You want a draw supporter for next turn, but you're seeing 1 less card overall on your turn because you're going to re-see the card you just saw. Not attaching there makes sense from Andrew because you want to have the option to find the capture energy, of course. And I think Andrew maybe plays 4 capture. There's the second Lugia and a capture. So we should see the capture come down. And if Andrew doesn't want anything else besides a Lugia, then you just go get another Lugia here off this capture. And then you just discard the other Lugia out of hand next turn with the Research. So we'll see what Andrew does. There's a Lugia in there. There's 2 Lugias in there. So Andrew plays the 4 Lugs. Yeah, I don't know if you want anything here as Andrew. You could get the Yveltal or the Charizard, I guess. Because you do want a response to this Stoutland. and you don't want to send up another 2-prize Pokemon. So if Jose goes KO Oranguru with Stoutland, you don't want to be like respond with Lugia, then Jose goes respond to your Lugia with Yveltal, and then boss up your other Yveltal, KO that with Charizard. So I actually like the Charizard grab here from Andrew. Yeah, I like the Charizard grab here from Andrew. And actually, Jose's hand kind of sucks from what I can tell. Ooh, it's not good. Actually, no, it's... I think actually Jose could still pull off the quad powerful play as long as the top deck is not terrible. Yeah, so we could see Ultra Ball. It's awkward, but you could Ultra Ball away, vacuum an Aurora, get an Archeops, attach Aurora to the benched Lugia. But goes to the Luminion? I don't know. You could just get the 2 prize cards here as Jose. It's gonna be a tough. And you have another 2 prize Pokemon in play as Jose. I almost just don't just hate Stoutland KO the Guru, because Luminion also means you have to put another 2 prize Pokemon in play. And having already given up 2 energy now, I think as Jose, you don't really want to like retreat the Stoutland to attack with Luminion this turn. But I guess you could Luminion into the Charizard as a follow-up, I guess, if you pull off this play. But now Jose needs a way to discard an Archeops. And an Archeops. And I don't think Jose got it. Does have the Evo Incense. Has Guru, so could Primate Wisdom into a Quick Ball or an Ultra Ball or an Aurora Energy. Has a Collapse as well. So Jose can throw the Collapse down as well and then make it awkward for Andrew. So you can grab the Archeops, Primate Wisdom, the powerful energy back into the deck. And then if you get an Aurora Energy, attach the Aurora to the... maybe the Luminion then, I guess, at that point. See, there's a Guru. Primate Wisdom the powerful, because you need to put that back in the deck. Yeah, it's got to be Primate Wisdom powerful here. All right, there we go. No, goes with the Serena. That's actually a mistake there from Jose, because if you got an Aurora Energy there, you couldn't actually pull off the quad powerful turn. Has the Ultra Ball now, so can get rid of the Archeops and the Collapse, attach the powerful, quad powerful, KO the Guru with the Stoutland, which I still think is the play here from Jose. We'll see what Jose goes for, though. Powerful to Lug. Wait, I'm so confused here. Was that not an Ultra Ball? There's no way this can be the play. That's an Ultra Ball, right? Am I tripping? Yeah, a couple of missteps here from... That's an Ultra Ball, right? Am I? It's gold, so it's hard to tell. No, it's an Ultra Ball. And there's an Archeops in the hand. So Jose has it, right? Unless I'm missing something. Yo, appreciate 3 months there, plays, and appreciate the 49 months there, Tyrant. So Jose could do the quad powerful knockout Guru for 2 prize cards here. The follow-up is kind of weak, though. I will admit that. The follow-up on Jose's board isn't looking great. And would have to lose the Collapse, which would also suck. But this seems worse. This seems worse, to be honest, because now Andrew is going to get the first 2 prize knockout pretty easily here on this Stoutland with 2 other 2 prizes in play on Jose's field. Actually, that's all Andrew has. That's literally all Andrew has is this 2 prize knockout. And could have actually, I don't know if I like this from Jose. Well, it was like actually kind of awkward. Jose could have put the Collapse in play to make things awkward for Andrew, but then it's awkward for Jose on the return turn. Jose also could have gone. That would be really awkward as well. It's kind of awkward there for Jose no matter what, to be honest. Yeah, you probably don't want to do that. I think we should see Primate Wisdom here from Andrew first, and then search out energy. Or you could go you could go Archeops first. Has the gift energy as well. Archeops first, then Primate Wisdom, then Archeops, I guess, because you want to see +1 card. And you want to shuffle the deck after the energy goes back. So I don't like the sequencing from Andrew. You should go Archeops, Primate Wisdom, Archeops to see +1 card, because now you're going to top deck the card you just put on top of your deck. You can see 1 less card on the next turn. I don't know if Andrew plays the V-Guard energy or not. I can actually pull up their lists because they both made day 2, so we can have like full information on this matchup here. Yeah, now Andrew's going to be down. I guess you have a higher chance of seeing a better card this turn, but not by enough to not see a fresh card next turn, I don't think. Because now Andrew's going to go Primate Wisdom, I'm sure. But now you're going to see this powerful energy next turn if this isn't like, okay, it's an Ultra Ball. But you don't want to play the Ultra Ball because you have your Yveltal in hand. So, yeah, I think that was a missequence there from Andrew. Andrew should have gone Archeops, Primate Wisdom, Archeops. And it also, yeah, then it shuffles the powerful back in the deck. You're not top decking powerful, which I don't think you want to really top deck here anyways. If your Lugia gets KO'd, you got Gift. You don't want to have a powerful in your hand because then that increases your chances of seeing 2 powerful energy, which means it's hard to set up your next Lugia to get a 1-hit KO on like Jose's Lugia V-Star. And I think Jose misplayed by not going with that Stoutland KO, like I said. So a couple mistakes from both players here. But yeah, I'm gonna pull up their lists real fast. So I believe Riley probably played the same 60 as Mahone, so I'm just gonna pull up Riley's. No, I found Mahone just to make sure. I guess I'm pretty sure it's the same 60 though, right? Yeah, it's the same 60. And let me find Jose. I believe Jose made day 2 as well. So I should be able to find Jose here. We have the Jose Marrero. Okay. Oh, Jose has, yeah, so Jose has double Yveltal, Espeon. Dude, Jose is trolling for this one. No Charizard? Bruh. No way. There's no Charizard in this list. Espeon, double Yveltal, double Hiding, and a Horror Energy, because you can put that on the Espeon VMAX. But Jose's got to be trolling. Jose plays no Charizard. No Choice Belts either. No Choice Belts. So it's a no Choice Belt list, so no Charizard with no Choice Belts. It makes a little bit more sense. I don't know if that makes enough sense to not include it. Andrew has no V-Guard, going with triple capture, not the quad capture like I thought maybe. Has the gift. Hiding over Heat for Aurora. 2 Vacuum, 2 Choice Belt. Pretty, like, yeah, Andrew's playing a pretty standard safe list. The Dunsparce and the Manaphy. I don't know if, Dunsparce for Jose. Here comes the Ultra Ball now from Jose. But Jose is just going to be a knockout behind at this point. It's going to be really hard for Jose to get back into this. Jose, of all people, not playing Charizard is funny. That is true. Yeah, Jose is a big Charizard fan. You can even see, I don't know if you can see Jose's Charizard tattoo on the stream or not. I think that's it right there. On the left hand. Okay, Ultra Ball coming in from Jose. Gives up the Collapse Stadium. Collapse would be like, oh, yeah, Collapse wouldn't be great here because then Andrew could get rid of their Lugia V. So you don't want to do that. Yeah, as Jose here, I don't even know what you're like looking to set up. Eyeing up Dunsparce, eyeing up Drapion, eyeing up Archeops. I don't know what that last card in the hand is. Goes with an Archeops. Is it a Research? It is a Serena. Okay. V-Star coming out. Archeops are online. This gift energy is about to do a ton of work here for Andrew. Yeah, I think Jose should have been way more aggressive on that last turn. We'll see. Mahone critiqued his camera placement earlier on his stream. Wait, my camera placement? Okay, capture, triple powerful. Yeah, Andrew doesn't have the... Andrew does not have the V-Guard, so you don't need... You just a triple powerful will get the job done. Serena for 5. So Mahone gets... Or Jose's going to get the knockout, but it's still going to be pretty far behind here. I think actually Jose... Actually, because Jose's attacking with the Lugia this turn, I think Jose should have actually... And does Jose play the V-Guard energy? Jose also doesn't play the V-Guard energy. I think Jose should have kept the Collapse Stadium and instead of Ultra Balling, should have used the Serena to just discard the Archeops and draw cards, and then you don't actually even need to use the Ultra Ball there as Jose. Jose just kind of used the Ultra Ball. Because you need to try and collapse this Lumineon out of play. Because Andrew doesn't have to attack with Charizard next turn, which means Jose's not going to have a target to attack with the Lumineon unless Jose finds Boss without Lumineon. So, I don't like... Jose should have just gone Serena, get rid of Archeops, hold the Ultra Ball, and the Collapse, just draw 3, and then try and collapse this Lumineon out of play at some point. Because otherwise it's just going to be that's just how Mahone's going to win the game. So now Mahone's going to go Lugia V-Star probably, knock out Lugia, and then Charizard Boss KO Lumineon, and the game's going to be over that way. I think it's also possible for Mahone to like KO the Lumineon with Archeops. There's the knockout. Your little box is on the left, but it's usually on the right, and you're facing slightly off screen instead of into the middle. Yeah, it's just kind of how my setup is. When I change my setup, I plan to change that. When I change my setup, I plan to change that to make me look into the gameplay. That's what Lorelai said to me as well. All right, so Mahone's got a pretty nice hand here. Has the Ultra Ball. Gonna get rid of that. Get the Lugia V-Star. And just needs to get triple powerful plus another energy this turn to get the knockout. I think the Lugia V-Star is in there. You appreciate the 24 months there, Del Cookie, and the 29 months there, Jake. Got the Lugia V-Star. So now, once again, we should see... I mean, I don't know why Mahone's shuffling. Archeops 1. Grab, powerful. And then we should see... Now, this is where, once again, Mahone should go Primate Wisdom, and then Archeops 2 here. So there's Archeops 1. Let's see if Mahone fixes the sequencing mistake from last turn this time. And now we should see Primate Wisdom, and then Archeops 2. And it even has the boss in hand. So Mahone just like kind of has game pretty much set up here. All right, once again, I think another sequencing mistake. Should Primate Wisdom and then use Archeops 2. Because you want to see the extra card on the next turn. You don't need to see... Oh, I guess... No, actually, in this situation, actually, I take it back. Because you actually just want to Primate Wisdom boss on top of the deck here as Andrew. You actually don't want to shuffle the deck this time. Last time you wanted to shuffle the deck, I think. This time, actually, though, for Andrew, you just want to Primate Wisdom the boss on top of the deck because you just win the game with the boss next turn. Yveltal getting benched as well. I actually think Andrew maybe should have put a Aurora energy on the... I guess, yeah, Andrew just has an attach return. You could attach the Aurora to the Yveltal as long as you have enough Auroras left. Discard the Dunsparce. Puts it on the Charizard. I don't think I like putting it on the Charizard. Does it matter if it's on the Charizard? Does it matter if you put it on the Charizard here? It doesn't really matter, right? I mean, Jose can go Luminion, Boss, KO the Charizard, but it's already put the Espeon down. Jose's probably going to attack with Espeon next turn. How many collapses does Jose play? We actually know that. It's just one. But if you have Auroras left in deck, which I'm pretty sure Mahone does, then this Aurora should always go onto the Yveltal. Because Yveltal needs a lot of energy. Charizard needs 1. So if you draw the energy, you have the energy. And if it's in the deck, then you just Archeops it out. Okay, so... Alright, so now Andrew should just Primate Wisdom the boss on top of the deck, and then basically has game set up for the next turn. But doesn't... Wait, did Andrew... No, Andrew just didn't Primate Wisdom there, right? I'm not tripping. I think Andrew just didn't Primate Wisdom there. So should have Primate Wisdom the boss. So now it's possible Andrew doesn't find boss next turn, but Andrew hasn't used their Luminion yet. So could still just have Luminion. Saves an Archeops use where one on Yveltal doesn't. I mean, it depends on what you draw off the Marnie, though. Because you know, if you don't get Marnied, you win the game as Andrew. So you know your only way to lose is to get Marnied. So if you need to use Yveltal for some reason after you get Marnied, which you probably wouldn't, to be honest. So maybe it just doesn't matter one way or the other. All right, I think we see the Yveltal coming out here for Jose. Needs a lot of energy, though. Might have enough. I don't know. There's one Archeops. You have to go Archeops, and you have to wait to retreat the active. Archeops 2 happening. And then we know, because we know what Andrew's hand is, we know Jose needs a Marnie as well. Or a Roxanne. I don't think Jose plays the Roxanne. No, just 2 Marnie. Energy active, and yeah, this is going to be a loss here for... No, actually, hold up. Primate Wisdom, not good. Ultra Ball, not going to change anything. This is where, as Andrew, like in these kind of situations, like as Andrew, you actually probably want more time in the game. So this is where if I was Andrew, I would have shown Jose that I have boss in hand, because Jose can't do anything. Actually, that's not true. Jose could have played Marnie all the way up until this point. So actually, I take that back. Because Jose did not play a supporter. We just know Jose doesn't have a supporter to make it matter. 2 prizes. Okay, not gonna Luminion, yeah. But in those kind of situations when you know your opponent can't do anything, that's where you would want to show them boss starters, because you do want to conserve time here as Andrew. You're up 1 game. So you want 3 games. You want to be able to get to that 3rd game if it goes there. And once again, we go back to like the early turn where Jose decided like not to not be aggressive on that 2nd turn, which like, I mean, it was then just Andrew had such a good setup. I don't think you could take the risk from Jose of being like, okay, maybe I can wait a turn, play a little bit more conservatively, and then hope that my opponent doesn't also have the turn 2 play. But yeah, Jose should wait to see if Mahone boss is the right thing before scooping. Sometimes. I think in that situation, it's best to go the other way. Sometimes that's correct, or sometimes that's wrong. So, pretty bad prizes here from Andrew. A Yveltal and a Charizard prize. The Charizard's also in the last 2 prize cards, which is pretty bad. So if Mahone just draws into like a hand where you can't use the Yveltal, which can happen sometimes, gonna be pretty awkward from there. And of course, Jose will be going first. And Open Luminion. So a lot of things that could go wrong are going wrong here for Andrew. Really good Tech Attacker's prize. And Andrew did draw one of those hands where if Andrew top decks a Research or a Serena, you're gonna have to give up a lot of your energy, your non-colorless energy, your Auroras and your Hiding. You have 2 Aurora and a Hiding in hand here for Andrew. So really bad hand for Andrew. Pretty good start here so far, it looks like, from Jose. Has an Ultra Ball away and Archeops. Probably going to grab another Archeops. Thinking about Lugia V, but you don't want to put another Lugia V in play. It's basically, especially when you go first, you never want to do that. Thinking about Guru, actually. But has a Luminion, so I don't like the Guru pick here. Because this is going to lead to another cluttered board for Jose, where you're probably going to have to Luminion next turn anyways, it looks like. So why not just grab an Archeops here and then go Luminion for Research next turn, and then just Research away the Archeops, and then find a V-Star and just go from there, and just try and get ahead, stay ahead. Unless that is a supporter in the hand. And, of course, Jose gets a Research off the Primate Wisdom. But would have got that anyways off the top deck. There's the top deck from Andrew and Concede. So I like the... I would have waited one more turn here as Andrew, though. You have enough time. Like, there's 30 minutes left. You have enough time for Andrew to be like, okay, Jose played a Quick Ball or an Ultra Ball, didn't get Luminion, so maybe Jose's Luminion is prized and Jose's hand is dead. Like, it is possible. So I would, if it depends how much time you have left. Like, if there's only like 15 minutes left, then I agree with Andrew scooping there. But with 30 minutes left, I don't actually agree with Andrew scooping there. Because you could have gone Evolution Incense, you go get your Archeops, you Aurora attached to your Luminion, you discard it, and then if you top deck a Marnie, and then, or I don't know, top deck a Lugia V maybe, and then Jose is still dead drawing, then you can possibly win. So actually, I don't agree with Andrew scooping there. You have enough time where you don't need to concede there. And you can hope that Jose, I actually would need 2 turns because there's no Lugia V down that turn for Andrew, but you do have, I think you actually have time there for Andrew to go one more turn for sure. And that's why it's important to, like, you know, be aware of how much time is left in a round. You see both Jose and Andrew are both wearing watches. So I'm sure they are both aware of how much time is in the round. And 2 Evolution Incense prize for Andrew. So, I mean, less out tier evolutions, but probably not super detrimental. I don't think we haven't seen Jose's prizes yet. Andrew will, of course, be going first, which hasn't actually been the biggest factor in this set so far. 2 Lugias and a V-Star prize for Jose. So this could be bad. Jose does play. How many does Jose play? Jose's on the 4-2. Okay. So it still has 2 Lugia Vs to potentially set up. Capture off the rip here from Andrew. Probably want to grab Guru. You don't really want second Lugia if you can avoid it. Like, setting up multiple Lugia in the mirror match is just bad, usually, if your opponent doesn't have to. But Jose did open the Luminion. So, Jose did open Luminion. So there's already like an extra 2 prize Pokemon in play. So it would be like fine for Andrew to honestly have put like second Lugia V in play. Or it's like a little bit more, it won't hurt as much to put a second Lugia V in play here as Andrew. Optimal Lugia count? I don't know. I've been playing 3-2 and it's felt fine. Primate Wisdom from Andrew. Got an Ultra Ball. Definitely want to play that. Then out the Archeops. Then out the Lugia. And this shuffles the top deck. The important part is this shuffles the top deck. So you're not going to see the same card here from Andrew going into the... Oh my gosh, doesn't actually do it. I don't even know what that top deck was, actually. Maybe it was a supporter. I don't actually know what that card was. So maybe Andrew does want that card. I thought it was an energy. Actually, I kind of want to go back and look. And... hold up. Well, hang on. Now, it's not going to matter now. What was that? Let's see what the Primate Wisdom card was. It's the, okay, it's the Lugia V-Star here from Andrew being put on top. I don't even know if that's that good of a put on top, to be honest, from Andrew. I don't even like that Lugia V-Star being put on top there. Because if you get Marnied, Lugia V-Star is okay, but I think I'd rather draw into... But I guess now that it's on top, it feels awkward to remove it. I think I would have rather, like... I guess you don't know you're going to draw a card that shuffles your deck, of course, but I'd almost rather put the Archeops on top. Because once, like, the biggest thing about the Lugia deck is the hardest thing to do is get your... Lugia's in the discard pile. So I think from Andrew there, I actually would have seen to like the Archeops be put on top instead of the Lugia V-Star. I don't know though. But then I guess you put the Archeops on top if you get an Ultra Ball or a Quick Ball. Maybe it's just an Energy's best. I don't know. I guess that's awkward no matter what. Maybe Lugia V-Star is actually the best because of that. Oh, I went a little bit too far ahead there. I mean, I think Andrew's just winning the... So Jose has exactly what Andrew had last game. Was attached to Luminian Pass. And I think we'll probably see Andrew win the game here. Archeops in the discard pile. And then has a powerful in hand. So should just be able to summon the one Archeops and then use it. And then win the game. And actually, that was a very uneventful... It's a super uneventful... unless Andrew forgets to take powerful energy. But I'm going to grab 2. Knockout. Yeah, very uneventful... First match there. That was super uneventful.